Steph Curry, there's just a green check next to everything. You cannot find anything for one day. You can't find a speeding ticket. That's nothing but an international icon. Do you know the eyeballs that are on a fishbowl like that? And you can't find him stepping on someone's shoe. It's remarkable. Good God, dude. The Warriors got no answer for this guy. Oh, but yeah, they do, because he can score 50 and they can still lose the basketball game because, Dibs, with no hyperbole, I'll go ahead and say it. We've sort of danced around it before, but I'll say it again. The reason there is an answer for a 50-point Aaron Gordon is that the best thing I have ever seen in my life of watching sports plays for the Golden State Warriors. That's it. And you can line up any name you want. A child of the 80s and Montana and Rice. Tiger Woods. You and I love golf. Michael Jordan. Yeah. Right in our wheelhouse. Coming up as sports fans and young professionals. Tom Brady. Whatever. Say it all. This is the most amazing, entertaining person I have ever watched play sports. Then I put a period at the end of the sentence.
Well, he's in a very small elite group. And just as you were talking about it, for me, it's not only his greatness, because he is one of the greatest players to ever do it. You mix that, though, with the entertainment value. And that's where I think about Michael Jordan, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan, and all of the great moments and the celebrations and everything about Michael Jordan. The entertainment along with the greatness is what I'm getting at.
Yep.
Barry Bonds, entertaining just because he was so great, but he didn't have that same level of personality and panache. And the other name I just thought of as you were laying that out is Barry Sanders. Watching him do what
player.
he did.
Yeah, amazing.
Great player, but also like the unbelievability of what he would do, reversing field, 11 jukes, 8 guys miss, 37-yard run for a terrible team. That to me is a decent comp because of the greatness plus entertainment.
But he didn't win.
Right, and that wasn't really his fault.
No, it's not his fault. But I mean, he didn't win. I mean, I would argue that all of those other names we just brought up, there's kind of a thing, there's a but that you can use.
Except Jordan.
No, actually, not even Jordan.
Yeah, he
for
won.
Me. Yes, he won. I don't mean a yeah, but in terms of winning. But if I'm going to go to Barry Bonds, sure, there's
a big but.
There's a scandal there. There's a scandal for Barry Bonds. There's no yeah, but with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. But I don't think that either of them had the entertainment value that Steph Curry did. Michael Jordan, some people get caught up in off-court scandal or at least confusion, rough around the edges as far as a teammate and being connected to fans through the media and whatnot. Go to Tom Brady. Sure, okay. There's no yeah, but in winning there, but is it entertaining? My gosh, everybody was often bored and to the point of annoyed when the Patriots would make the Super Bowl. Steph Curry, there's just a green check next to everything. Are you the most entertaining? Green check. Do you win? Green check. Are you freaking Mr. Perfect off of the court? Green check. Does every teammate swear by you? Green check. Does everything you touch business-wise turn to gold? Green check. Are you good for older fans, younger fans? Green check, whatever. You can't find a red X next to the guy. And I say that knowing that, dude, back in the 80s, I was a wide-eyed kid. That's when athletes are supposed to be magical. That's when I would watch the game and then ride to Safeway to buy baseball or basketball cards. Now I'm 50, and I'm sitting here telling you this. This is the greatest thing I've ever watched in sports.
It is incredible, and part of it is just how late in his career he's still doing it. And last night's a great example where, you go down 7, and Draymond shoots a tough 3 air ball. You get the rebound, kick it out to Jimmy. He tries to beat the clock, and he throws it off the backboard. Shot clock violation. You turn it over. There's about 3 minutes left, and you're down 7. And I was thinking, oh, boy, not they're going to lose, but it was one of those times where you think, they're in a little trouble now because you don't have the ball. You're down 7. You've had no answer for Aaron Gordon. And they still have Jokic and Murray who are out there, really good players as well. So you think, well, you're in some trouble. Steph Curry scored 16 points in a row over that span, a couple minutes before that, and all the way through regulation, and a couple of gigantic dagger threes, 5 of 5 from the stripe. And then you get to overtime, the poke and feed to Kuminga, Al and Jimmy chip in with threes, and it's like, oh my God, they did it again. And it's not only that he did it again because it was a collective, but when you need the big shot, and I can't help but think about the gold medal game and the 4 threes he hit against France in the fourth quarter, it's like, that's the thing. You get used to it, but you never get used to it, right?
I love what Shaq said last year when he's like, we got to start getting comfortable. Just put him on the list. Like, just get it in the conversation of the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I know nobody's saying he's a better player than Michael Jordan. I hate that conversation anyway. It's just too, I don't know, it's too mundane, it's too played out, it's too simplistic.
Well, it's opinionated.
Yeah, but it's like every player, every era is different, every player's different. I'm not going to compare somebody who's 6'7" to somebody who's 6'2". One of them does this, the other one does that. You know, one of them played with, like, when people didn't shoot threes, and the other one, like, largely shoots. Like, it's just so different. So, I look at this through the eyes of just a fan. And the enjoyment and amazement, the overwhelming wow factor of what we're watching, and I have never seen anything that compares. I just haven't. I don't, like, you know what I mean? Because, like, take Montana and Rice, and that was such joy for so many people. But here's the other part about that. You know, like, that team comes around and plays once a week, and they play 16 times a year. This dude, it's Thursday. That's all. It's just Thursday. There was nothing on the line last night. The worst thing that could happen is, oh no, the Warriors are 1-1.
Yeah.
And yet the whole city today wakes up buzzing about this performance and this victory. There's just, I don't know. That's for me. There's just nothing that has ever compared to this guy in terms of watching athletes. Not in my book.
It's hard to compare athletes in one sport to the other because you mentioned Montana and Rice. Well, there was Montana and Clark, and we all talk about the catch game. And in that game, Joe Montana had 4 turnovers. He threw 3 picks. Yeah. He had a fumble that he lost, and he didn't get bailed out by Dwight Clark, but Dwight Clark is the one who, made the play on a tough throw, and the rest is ongoing history. But even through all of the success, it wasn't Montana putting it all on his back. You had great defenses. You had, like you said, Jerry Rice and Brent Jones and Roger Craig and all the rest of it. So basketball, you have a greater ability to take a game over like Aaron Gordon did and then like Steph eventually did. So the flash play is much more capable to accomplish in that way. The only other comp, and is a tough one because he plays tonight, but Shohei Ohtani, and 3 homers and he strikes out 10 on the mound in a playoff game. Again, though, he'll only be able to do that every 5 days as a pitcher. As a hitter, though, he's maybe about as close as you're going to see somebody who is that just like unbelievably electrifying.
You cannot remove him from the conversation, but as a Bay Area sports fan, for me, it's never going to count. You know what I mean? Like,
I get that.
Right,
but,
yes.
Well, we're talking about other athletes in other markets, but because he's a Dodger, I understand that you can't recognize it.
I recognize it, and then I just reject it because it makes me vomit.
Right.
Like, I'm not, like, thank God there's a Warrior game tonight. I don't know if there's anything happening at 5 o'clock tonight.
It's not a 2-screen for the Willard household?
No, good God, no.
2-screen Friday?
No, God, no. It was 2-screen Thursday when we needed to watch you go to 22-10, dog.
Yeah.
In an Ottoman format.
Ottoman.
Easy one last night.
No doubt.
Chargers rolled. So that was, but no, the World Series doesn't exist. I acknowledge what you're saying. Yes, he's in that conversation for sure. But if we're talking about our own enjoyment,
right?
I can enjoy people who played for other teams. I enjoyed watching Michael Jordan play basketball. I don't enjoy watching Dodgers play. That's just me.
I get it.
That's how I'm built.
It was easier to enjoy Michael Jordan at the time because the Warriors weren't very good.
Exactly.
So a lot of us were looking for other excitement outside our own team. And now you've got one of these players on your team, and he's in, his 17th year? Is that right? And he's going to be 38 in March. And so that part of it I don't think can be overstated. The fact that he's still doing these amazing things at his, quote, advanced age.
Yep. But you know what? Like the text line throws this in there. Boxer and Gerson work injury attorneys text line. And I'm going to put that same thing for me as like, well, Bonds had a scandal. Jordan has a lot of intrigue and mystery out there about what's going on there. And some people, and I'm one of them, believe that Shohei Ohtani was involved in a gambling circus. So, like, that's part of what I'm getting at with Steph. Like, you cannot find anything for one day. You can't find a speeding ticket. Like, you can't find a parking ticket. That's nothing.
You might be able to find those.
Maybe, but an international icon. Do you know the eyeballs that are on a fishbowl like that? And you can't find him stepping on someone's shoe. It's remarkable. Any of you out there want to weigh in on this? Is there someone or something out there in sports in your lifetime of watching that you find as entertaining or more entertaining than Stephen Curry?